And we are live. Welcome to the Slob Show. Bass and Roker. Bass, happy birthday, of course.
Thanks,
We
guys.
missed you last week. We said you were probably out getting laid or something.
Or getting some people singing at me at TGI Fridays. It's about the same thing.
And you'll find this hard to believe, Bass, that Abe tried to call you during
I
the
didn't
show.
realize until the next day that he called. He gave us an unknown number. And I get so many junk calls these days. I was like, man, I'm getting a junk call?
You're like, you motherfucker, you're calling me on my birthday? I was trying to wish you a happy birthday, Bass.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, there's a lot of things to talk about tonight, but Roker, before we came on, he's like, hey, Abe, I have a bone to pick with you. So I said, let's just kick that off. That sounds more compelling than anything I was going to talk about.
So, Abe, why don't you remind the good people of the Slob Show family what your fail-proof the way you order at Chipotle.
Oh no. Well,
yes, tell everybody about how you order at Chipotle to get more meat and stuff like that. It's fail-proof. It works 100% of the time.
Well, you walk in and you say no beans and no rice. And then you ask for the Chipotle chicken, which is delicious. And they usually, when it looks so limp, they'll give you extra meat. A heavy spoon. And then if you want to be a real piece of shit, then you go back and say, you know what, I will have rice and beans. I don't like rice and beans in my burrito. So I get extra corn, extra cheese, extra sour cream, mild salsa, and that's that.
All right,
so what happened?
I go into Chipotle because I had a reward for a free guacamole that Claire likes. So I was like, I'll go get guacamole. I'll go get it. I'll go get the guacamole for you. And she got she sent me a screenshot of the barbacoa bowl and what to order for her and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll have a burrito, steak burrito. And so she puts the thing down. She goes, what kind of rice? I'm like, no rice. What kind of beans? No beans.
Nice job.
They put the steak in. And it looked like an overhead shot from like space of like a person on Earth. It was so small.
Oh no.
And then she started to wrap it up to the point where she could have like double wrapped it over because there was so nothing in this tortilla wrapper. And I go, is that all the meat you put into a burrito? And she goes, that's our 4-ounce serving. And I'm like,
so did you ask for rice then?
I'm like, all right, put some beans in it then. And then so she put some beans in it. It's like $27. And I start to walk out and I'm like, I'm so distraught over this burrito that I forgot to get sour cream, salsa, any of that stuff. I'm this is going to be dry AF. So I go back and I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot to get salsa.
Hang on. What kind of meat did you get?
Steak.
So you just had steak, which is the most expensive meat.
And cheese.
And that's all you had because you were so distraught.
Correct, because there was so little in there, and then some beans.
So what'd you get? What you had to go back in there? What happened?
And I got some. They gave me some salsa on the side to put in it, so I didn't choke to death on it. But the burrito was about the size of a baseball, and not a burrito. I mean, it literally was not even. I'm doing it wrong. I did it exactly the way you said to do it.
I did
it exactly the way. I got home and I'm like, and I had to go to Popeyes afterwards because I knew this wasn't going to do it.
By the way, everything that Abe says when it comes to here's what you should do the next time you go to a drive-thru.
Are you saying that he embellishes a little bit? Is that what you're trying to say?
It only works for him. 'Cause I did the orange chicken. When you go that?
Oh yeah, that doesn't work either.
And you
the
know
orange
what?
chicken doesn't work either.
I almost got thrown out the motherfucker for. And there's this guy. Then he's walking behind me with.
They're calling 911 on Bass over there,
and he's got heaping spoonfuls of orange chicken. Going, I don't know what you did wrong. I'm like, you saw it. I did the exact same thing you did.
Oh, you did it at the same time. You did it. You guys were at Panda Express together.
I've only done it with him because I'm like, watch how this doesn't work. And sure enough, for him, Roker, works.
Here's my question.
Arrested.
Roker, here's my question. Did you act like a gentleman when you ordered it?
Yes, of course I did. Yes. What do you think? I was acting like my grandfather Cadillac and calling her baby and shit and sweetheart.
Man. No, but I know you always do that. You always go like this, Roker. You didn't do that move when you came up to the front?
No, I didn't. No, I was very pleasant. I was as pleasant as could be.
How pleasant?
Like you made some kind of a mistake.
How pleasant were you when you said the words, "Is that all the steak you're putting in there?"
I said, "That's all the steak you get in a burrito?" Because it's visibly
little.
It's like, how can you with a straight face serve this as a burrito?
Well, they can't go back.
My opinion, don't want Chipotle to jump on my ass, but it was apparent to me that Chipotle is making a lot of money on filler.
My issue with Chipotle is that anytime we've ever gone is that I will fill it up with all the extra stuff. And then once I get the burrito, it's cold because I've added every lettuce.
Always cold.
And it's terrible. And I can't eat it that way. So I've yet to find the happy medium.
And you can't warm it up because it's got sour cream in it.
And lettuce. And that's gross.
And lettuce.
My burrito, last time I went, which was a few days ago, it was so fat. It was like this big, honestly.
How fat was it?
Puss?
Somewhere there's a 50-year-old laughing.
Say it, Abe. Say it. I know it was coming out of his mouth.
It was big. Let's just say that. It was big. Yeah. And speaking of big, Roker, another technique was me.
Ooh.
What do you think of this, Roker? Take a look.
I did see that post. So that's the five guys with extra bacon, extra cheese.
Now you taught me this, correct?
Correct. And it's it works, right? Just saying.
Let me say right off the bat, my compliment.
It's the truth.
Before we get into it, I took my son to Popeyes yesterday because they have a new line of like pickled items. Pickled lemonade and it's terrible. I'm going on the radio on Friday morning to discuss it. It was terrible. And I got my son a chicken sandwich and there was mayo on it. He goes, I think I love mayo more than Abe.
Nice.
And I went, the difference is between you and Abe is that you like mayo. Abe sandwiches are white.
Yeah, his are predominantly.
If you can have that sandwich white, you could be in the running, but you are not there yet.
DJ Levy's my guy.
He loves mayo. He's liking it.
Now let's take a look at this here. Now I will, Roker, I'm not going to attack you. I'm going to compliment you. See, that's what I do. I compliment the Yoda of the Slob Show, Roker, for telling. No one knew this trick. No one on earth, Roker, except you somehow knew.
I would, sure. I'll take. I'm sure that no one on earth knew.
Hey, Sludge. I just saw you came on. Call that number on the screen, Sludge. I want to ask you about the Portillo's breakfast. I saw you just tried everything. Sludge.
I had it too.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, Sludge, if you want to call in, call that number on the screen. If not, we're going to ask Base also about it. But hey, I see Sludge on Instagram. All right. So I went to 5. Number 1, I didn't even know. Roker, it's funny that you brought up Chipotle because the Chipotle I go to, I had no idea that through the parking lot right behind it is a Five Guys Burgers. I had no idea there was one right by my house. So I went there, and of course, Roker, what do? I did your move. Bacon cheeseburger right away. I said extra bacon, extra cheese right off the bat. And I learned of another trick at Five Guys Burgers. Did you know you could get what's it called? The little burger or something?
They've come up, like 10 years ago, they made a smaller burger. Yeah.
It's the same thing with just one patty. Okay, so they call it the little cheeseburger, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you get the little cheeseburger combo, it's like just the burger alone. I think a bacon cheeseburger alone, I think is what, like $17 or something crazy.
It does. It's like, well, I got to pay for it now. Nothing I can do about it now. Once you get the bill, yeah.
So the gentleman who rang me out, he said, "Hey, do you want to just get the combo? If you'll get a smaller drink, but this is what you get. So it's $13.99 for the little cheeseburger combo.
That's not bad.
I add the second patty of beef, which makes it a regular burger, and then I added the bacon, which is $1.50. So the total is $16.99, and you get your Cajun fries, your drink, and your bacon cheeseburger. Of course, I got the extra mayo, and
always get the small fries because they overload the fries. There's no need to get a large fry from Five Guys because they always like put double the fries in there.
Oh yeah, the whole bag, and then you get extra. Hey, someone's calling the Slob Show hotline here. Who's this? Oh, they hung up. Never mind.
I didn't know the Slob Show had a hotline. It must really be a hotline. We didn't even know about it.
The number right there, right on the screen there. Right in front
of you. There it is. Sorry.
They're letting you know that your
shows you how much attention I pay to it.
They're letting you know that your car's extended warranty is almost up.
Yeah, that's right.
But gentlemen, this is the way to do it. And of course, look at that extra. Look at add bacon.
Wait. It's $16 for all that you said?
$16.99.
But if you were to do it the regular way and not the little cheeseburger, it would just be $17.99, right?
Just for the burger.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Something crazy. The fries alone were like $7.
Yeah, the fries are.
Crazy. So you have to ask for the little.
How much? I can't see. How much is the extra patty?
$2.50.
And is there anything else they charged you extra for?
No, just the bacon.
They charged you extra for bacon?
No, because they charged me just for a little cheeseburger.
Oh, then you did not buy a little bacon cheeseburger.
No, because that's what he told me to do. And
how much is a little bacon cheeseburger?
Do they even have it? I don't even know.
I don't know. I've never bought a little anything from. I'm like, I usually buy 2 of them because I'm like, just in case.
This is new territory for Roker.
That's right.
A little
cheeseburger.
Let's find out once and for all, shall we?
Oh, there we go.
Let's just get the info. Let's just get it out of the way. Just go ahead and call Five Guys directly and just ask
on the website, little bacon cheeseburger.
And don't worry, we will talk about Portillo's breakfast in a moment.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm calling you from the #1 food and lifestyle podcast, The Slob Show. I just had a question. Do you recommend hello?
There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. That's the correct response, sir. That's the correct response.
The funniest part is when I usually say that, they're usually like, "Oh, hello."
Oh, no, he could care less.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going.
It's so funny how cell phones these days have the quietest hiccup now. You used to hear a big.
Anyway, Bates, did I hear you correctly? You had the menu pulled up.
They have a little hamburger, a little cheeseburger, a little bacon burger, a little bacon cheeseburger.
How much is that? The little bacon cheeseburger.
It's not saying the price though.
Don't they have a Polish too? And by the way, this is only at maybe like 6 locations that they're testing it. It's the first time in my life that like they've actually. You always hear these stories about McDonald's is testing.
Oh, you're talking about Portillo's now. Are you talking about Portillo's now?
No, I'm talking about Portillo's. But what I'm saying is this is the only time that they've only Portillo's. This is the only time I've ever been in an area where a restaurant was actually testing something that I could be a part of.
Oh yeah.
Did you try it? Did you do the breakfast?
No, I haven't had a chance to, because like maybe over the weekend I can, but during the week I can't.
I did it this morning, actually.
All right, so tell us about it.
I did the croissant burger, or the croissant sandwich was just eggs, bacon, and cheese. I had
Conrad is saying the little bacon cheeseburger is $10.99. Go ahead, base.
That's pretty good. They had an Italian sausage, eggs, and cheese, which is okay. And actually, the best thing on the menu was it's called a scrambler. It's like a little.
Jesus, what did you get? 7 items?
I tried a little bit of each. A little bit of
There
each.
you go. Show
egg scrambler.
Research for the show.
It was bacon. It was hash browns, nacho cheese sauce, eggs, and American cheese on there. But the best thing was the coffee cake iced coffee.
Oh,
it was amazing. There was no coffee cake. I guess that was the creamer, but it was an exceptionally fabulous coffee. The breakfast was okay. I still take a McMuffin over that any day.
Really?
Yeah.
But you'd go there, at least you'd go there for the iced coffee.
You go there again, and they did have Stan's Donuts, but I didn't get it only because I've had Stan's Donuts before. But I wish they would have done like an Italian beef and egg and cheese. That would have been good for me.
That with peppers, egg. It should have been egg, peppers, and Italian beef.
And yes, and that would have been and like the nacho cheese sauce. That would have been amazing. But they are missing out on very, very what could have been an amazing sandwich.
Well, tell them that this is a test. It's a test, so I'm sure they're open to all suggestions.
They are missing out on the Italian beef, egg, and cheese sandwich. That
with peppers, pepper and egg sandwich with Italian beef.
100%.
Well, right, which goes completely against what the pepper and egg sandwich is.
But who cares?
But I've gotten the pepper and egg sandwich. I've gotten the pepper and egg sandwich with Italian sausage many times. So
I was gonna say it may not be the Lent special, but it's tasty.
No, it's not the Lent special.
Yes. No.
Hang on, fellas.
Run it again.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. Hi, this is Dick Portillo.
Doug, thank you for calling Portillo's on the corner of Canal and Taylor in Chicago, Illinois.
Is that Kathy?
For a catering order, press 1.
I was going to say.
For restaurant information, press 2.
I was going to say, is that a real person?
If you placed your order on DoorDash, Caviar, Uber Eats, Postmates, or Grubhub, press 3. To speak to a Portillo's team member, press 4.
Right. So we tested it out, and this is what we want.
If this is regarding an existing order, press 1. To place a catering order, press 2. For all other calls, press 3.
All right, here we go. Now I'm going to bring this up. We tested it. Jesus Christ. They just hung up.
Yep, that's usually what happens. Once you go through that, it's like calling my insurance company. Everyone's outside working at the drive-through.
You didn't even get to hit them with the number one lifestyle podcast in the world.
No, they sussed that one out immediately and hung up.
We're with the number one food and lifestyle.
Nope. Boom. You don't even get that far.
The minute you say you're live is when they're like, and goodbye.
So, Base, what's the go-to item? You're saying
which location did you go to, by the way, Base?
I went to one in Tinley Park because I'm in the Southwest Burbs, so that's when I went to. Okay. But I would definitely say the scrambler and that iced coffee is amazing. That was a really good iced coffee.
God, I have a taste for Portillo's now.
Don't they have one in California? There are a few in California, aren't there?
Not here. No, I don't think any in California. But aren't they coming?
Let's see. I'm taking a look right now.
Is Portillo's coming to California or Northern California anytime soon?
Portillo's, at least in the Chicago area, is one of the most visited fast food restaurants, period. And I've got the numbers because we do the research. So McDonald's is number 1, obviously. Number 2 is Culver's. Number 3 is Dunkin', and number 4 is Portillo's.
Oh, there's one in Anaheim, and there's one next to Moreno Valley.
It's about 6 hours from me. Roker, what was number 1 on the list?
McDonald's, obviously, because they've got more locations than anybody. Number 2 is Culver's, which is
that's
huge for them because there's. I mean, you think about the amount of McDonald's to Culver's. It's got to be like 10-1.
Culver's really is good. Culver's is probably the best out of all of them,
and they have very good customer service. As a matter of fact,
that's what I was going to say. That's the common denominator of all the chains that do well. In-N-Out here, there's a line around the block every day. Chick-fil-A, there's always a massive line. Culver's, what's the common denominator? Great service.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The guy was even, you know, I waited for my food and got my food. And as I was leaving, he's like, "Have a great day, Ken." I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
It's the Trader Joe's of the fast food restaurant.
So yeah, and then Dunkin' is third because Dunkin' has so many, you know, so many locations, and people are just going there for coffee.
And they're not saying your name. They're not saying your name.
Right under that is Portillo's. And again,
news, guys.
Portillo's and Culver's don't have a lot of locations.
A question from Claire Roker herself, the wife of Al Roker Jr. It's right there on the screen, Roker. Base, do you know the answer to this? Do they have?
It's an Italian. It's a sausage, and I'm not sure it's a Polish. I thought it was an Italian sausage sandwich.
Polish would be much better.
I could have swore I saw Polish.
It was a Polish. Take a look. Allow me to take a look.
The Maxwell and Roker, I told you the Maxwell Street Polish there is better than Jim's.
I did have it.
And you disagreed.
Polish sausage, egg and cheese, pepper, egg and cheese, bacon, egg and cheese croissant.
It was good, but again,
was there a chocolate cake donut?
There was, but that was the Stan's donut, which I've had the chocolate cake.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It wasn't anything special. I even asked the lady. I was like, she's like, it's just a regular Stan's donut.
Loaded breakfast scramble, hash brown bites, bacon. So you can just buy 3 pieces of bacon.
It's loaded with bacon. It's good.
Fresh fruit cup, just for
You don't want that.
I was going to say, could I really walk out of a Portillo's asking for the fresh fruit cup?
No, but
one cup of fruit, please. And
I might as well eat breakfast at Whole Foods.
And then, do they offer just like a flat out Italian beef sandwich in the morning?
You know what? I didn't even ask.
They should.
It says it looks like there's an Italian beef sandwich as well. That's a lot of items to be tested.
Awesome.
It was
good. That's what we need. Every place needs to just.
I love breakfast. I can eat breakfast for dinner every night.
Like White Castle has some amazing breakfast sandwiches, and they're available all day.
I will say,
and where'd you learn that from? Thank you very much.
El Roker Jr.
I will say this though. I haven't eaten that kind of breakfast in a long time, and I was done for a few hours.
Well, that's why I don't do. You can only do it on the weekends, dude, because it's nap time.
Oh, I was done.
There's no way you can eat that and then go to work. We would have like 3 restaurants a week come in and do the show.
Oh yeah. And
crazy. By 8:00, we all wanted to go home. It was
afterwards I went to go get my oil changed, and I was sitting in the waiting room. There was a TV on, and I was staring at the wall. I was just in a different world.
Did you use that bathroom over there at Firestone Base? That disgusting bathroom?
I did not. I remember you saying that's not the one to go to, so I just meditated by myself for a little while.
You know what? You guys should have seen me. So there's a place here I've told you about. It's called Guys for Lunch. It's the greatest chicken salad sandwich. It's honestly my favorite sandwich. Oh, my overall favorite sandwich. And every time I go there, I swear to you, the minute I get into my car, it's an emergency bathroom situation. And I was so close to having a horrible accident. I ran into this restaurant called Brookfields here, and it says on the sign, I saw it in the corner, it says fresh, crispy bathrooms.
Crispy?
And I think it said fresh, crispy bathrooms. Thank God, because I was like this close to having a major accident, like right there on the floor of the restaurant.
Crispy?
Yeah.
What makes it a crispy bathroom?
It was a beautiful, clean bathroom. Thank God.
Ugh.
I think they're opening a Buc-ee's in Joliet.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
That's what I saw in a Facebook group.
That could be bullshit though, because there's so much fake stuff.
No, I'll see the vice president of the Joliet Chamber of Commerce on Friday. So I'll ask him.
Are they opening a Buc-ee's in Joliet, Illinois? Let's see here. Take a look.
It looks like from a recent article, they're opening one in Oak Creek, which is less than 80 miles away from Chicago. I don't see anything.
There are no official plans for a Buc-ee's to open in Joliet.
Okay.
However, if you're referring to Buc-ee's convenience stores, a separate company, there's an existing one already in Joliet.
Okay. So it's not the mega Buc-ee's.
No, not the one with the little
greatest bathrooms on earth, 70 gas pump Buc-ee's.
No, I've not heard of that.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, well, one less place for you to poop in.
They're known for having the cleanest bathrooms, right?
That's what I've heard.
I just said that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
They have the best bathrooms.
Sorry, I was looking at. I was trying to call another Portillo's while you said.
I'm sure you were. Yeah.
Let's.
Why don't you just eat the chicken sandwich when you get home? The chicken salad sandwich. Why don't you just get it to go and eat it at home?
It just looks so much better in person, and just the
You'll
way
learn
they
one day. One day you won't make it.
I was so close, and you tighten the taint. Which, look at this, Roker. You're telling me you're going to take this home? God.
Yeah. If I know I'm going to have to go to the bathroom 30 seconds after I eat it.
I was going to say, at some
point. By the way,
Abe,
which is not a ringing endorsement for the sandwich, by the way.
I look forward to Abe in his 70s when, old guys go to the gym in their 70s and they don't mind walking around naked. I can see Abe being that guy in his 70s, going to these kinds of places and just taking off his shirt and eating it like no one cares.
There you go.
You're going to gracefully go into that.
If I ate at home, I would definitely take my shirt off. Speaking of taking my shirt off, I did go to Popeyes, and Roker, I did take this home now. On the app, you could order for all your chicken, all chicken thighs.
Okay, show me that, because I've never seen that. And after you posted that, I went into the app and I could not find it in the app.
You just ask
where you can pick your pieces.
Let me show you. So
please
now, so I went to the offer, right? And the offer at that day was a 5-piece something. Oh, right here, 5 pieces.
5 for $9.
That's actually
more.
The
two can dine for how much? That's
okay.
That's what I bought. I had today. 2 can dine.
Okay, so then
5 pieces, 2 biscuits, and 2 small sides.
You see where it says customized pieces?
Yeah.
So you hit edit.
Whoa.
Let me see if I have that.
Hang on. Then you take it 0 breasts, 0 wings, 0 legs, right? And now right now it's only on 1, but now I'm going to change it to 5 thighs. Look at that. See? You see that?
That's pretty good.
For me, it says customize under choose your sides.
Look at that. 5 right there. I made them all, and no charge.
Where does it say? Okay, for me it says customize under choose your sides.
Look, Roker.
It doesn't say customize under the. Okay, I see it. I'm trying to show you. It doesn't have that option on my app.
Go. Are you on the rewards? Go to offers.
I was in offers.
Okay, which did you click on? Which offer?
5-piece signature chicken, 2 can dine.
Okay, click on it.
I did.
And what happened?
It pops up and it asks me classic or spicy.
Okay, it doesn't say customized pieces. Doesn't say 1 breast, 1 wing, 1 thigh, 2 legs.
It says customize, choose your sides.
Okay, so there's nowhere above or below that says customize the pieces.
No.
Oh, damn.
Can you see that?
Yeah, pull back a little bit. Yeah, see, mine lets me customize both. Maybe it's a California thing. I don't know.
Maybe it's a California thing.
All I know is it's delicious. I
wonder if I were to put a different location in.
Try that out. Put 95661 for your zip code.
I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to put in there's 5050 South Cicero Avenue. Let's try that.
Oh, you think it just might be the location near you that doesn't allow it?
Correct, because it didn't. So now I'm picking a location that's 28 miles away. And nope, still not saying. It's just giving me the choice, spicy or classic.
Look how beautiful this is, Base. Look at this. Customized.
I'm trying to do it right now. Okay, so when I go to
because that's one of the things that ticks me off about KFC is that you can't in the app go, well, I want half crispy, half original, or I want to customize my pieces. And then you go in and then they tell you it's going to be 30 minutes.
And then it's $70 too, because you switch out from the minutes. We got to drop some chicken. All you sell is chicken. What do you It's
how do you right? Exactly. Wait a minute. It's dinner time and it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. How is it that I have to wait 30 minutes for chicken? How?
What do you mean you have to drop chicken? That's your whole KFC doesn't even have a big menu.
Your whole existence is to drop chicken.
No, but Popeyes has that giant basket of fried chicken already made. I've never seen that thing empty. It's a giant gullet of chicken.
What is KFC? KFC should they have the big racks?
That's true.
Right.
You're gonna cook some fresh chicken. What? You should KFC should always have 32 pieces of chicken just ready to go at all times.
It's like the guy in the left turn lane with the arrow that's not moving. You're in the left turn lane. You're waiting for the arrow. What else could you possibly be doing when the arrow comes?
Texting.
Hey, what was the place that you went to when you went late at night and they gave you everything for $5?
KFC. I went at 11:59, and I'm like, hey, can I get? This is back when they had the Twister sandwich, and I said, can I get 2 Twisters with extra sauce? They're like, we don't got no Twisters. I said, well, what do you got? They're like, we're about to close. I said, what do you have left? They're like 7 pieces of chicken, a gallon of coleslaw, some fries, some mashed potatoes, some boneless strips. And I'm like, well, how much for all of it? And they're like $20. I'm like, cool. And I just pulled up, gave him $20, and I got heaping bags of KFC.
I used to do that. I've told this story in the past. I used to do that with pizza places all the time. With the pizza place over, I'm like, you got any pizzas nobody picked up?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I got a large sausage, pepperoni, and green pepper. I'm like, I can give you $10 for it. Here.
That's a great move.
Awesome.
But then you're the asshole that has to go in and ask, you got any extra pizza?
What the worst they could say is no. Do you want to wait 45 minutes for a pizza? No.
That's true.
So you give it a shot.
So Roker, the move to make then is to ask, hey, how long? This is what I would do because I'm always worried, right? That's why I do all the shit. What do you want, Dad? Extra. He wants extra.
Yeah, he has to pretend. He has to pretend so that right.
Extra. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Dad, hang on. Extra. I do all that shit because out of nervousness and being afraid and whatever. But so you're telling the Roker the move I would do is I would walk in. I would say, hey, how long would it take for a pizza? Then whatever number they say, 4 minutes, 40 minutes, I'd say, do you have any extra pizzas that no one picked up? That way you don't look like a piece of shit. You just walk in like, hey, anything
I'm too old for that. I cut right to the chase, dude. You might have time for games. I don't.
The minute you ask, do you have any extra ones that nobody picked up? You sound like Chris Rock when he goes, how much for one rib?
Well, hey, whatever.
You're not far off. How much for one pepperoni? One pepperoni.
Roker, when's the last time you did this technique? Because you told me about this at least 20 years ago.
It's been a while because I haven't really found like a local pizza place around here yet. I'm still searching for a local go-to pizza, a local go-to Chinese place.
The way to do that pizza thing is you'd have to go to one of those places that's open late at night when people are too drunk or too stoned. And they
when people are doing a lot of late night ordering stuff. First of all, everything in Joliet's closed at 9. All those except Taco Bell.
Roker picked the perfect time to move to Joliet.
Yeah, right, exactly. Dude, I moved to Joliet and they started opening what's the Small Cheval opened up in Hyde Park, and all these other James Beard award-winning restaurants started opening up the minute I left.
He's gone. He's gone.
Yep, he's gone.
He's
gone, everybody.
Who's calling the Slob Show hotline right now? Who's this?
Hey, good evening. My name is Charlie.
What's up, Charlie?
So I just punched on YouTube and I went to live shows, and you guys came on my feed, and I wanted to do a little bit of background check to have a little bit of information on who you guys are. before I opened my mouth and didn't make any sense. But from what it boils down to, you guys are like, you critique food, you talk about food, you talk about restaurants that serve food. So here's what I get a kick out of. I live in California.
So do I. I'm in Roseville near Sacramento.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. How's everything working out? Are you a Democrat city or a Republican city, or what are you? A drug city?
It's a mix. They have everyone here. But what do you want, Charlie? What are you looking to find out here? This is a food and life. Charlie. This is a food and lifestyle podcast. It's not a political podcast. So what?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to make some initial small talk. Because when you go with a woman, you want to basically make her feel comfortable. So here's my question.
Fair enough.
You should go with this call because, very respectfully, you're going to get lots of calls, and I'm going to probably fall in the top 5 or 10. So here's my question to you. I was in Las Vegas recently, and I was talking to these guys at this convention. They're from the East Coast. They were going on and on and on about this restaurant called, what's it called? Rush Shack or Five Shack? It's a hamburger place. It's really well known.
Five Guys or Shake Shack.
Right. And I said, yeah. I said, I've heard of that place. I said, huh?
No, go ahead.
So I said, yeah, I live in California. Everybody in California, they like In-N-Out. But, I got to be honest, Del Taco's got a big burger. Goes,
I feel like this is going to end horribly wrong. Something bad. This guy's just setting us up for something really fucked up. But go ahead, Charlie.
Here comes the Baba Booey.
Exactly. Charlie, just what's the punchline here? I feel like you're about to do something at the end. Just say it, whatever it is. Charlie?
You guys, I'm just curious. Do you know how approach?
All right, never. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. So something fucked up's coming. But thank you, Charlie. I don't know.
He was probably a multi-millionaire that was going to invest in the show.
Yeah. That was Don Portillo.
Yeah. Hey guys. So what do you do here? All right. So anyway, back to the Popeyes.
Thanks for listening.
It's the food and lifestyle podcast for the rest of us. If you like eating in your underwear, this is the show for you.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
No judgment.
I'm glad you said that, Roker, because I did eat the Popeyes with no shirt on at my apartment because you can't eat. I have to take the big. I put honey on my fried chicken.
And I've never done that before.
Hot honey is outstanding on a fried chicken.
I can't get myself to do
and on pizza.
I've always ate ever since I was a little kid going to McDonald's. I would dip my chicken nuggets in honey. So I love honey on my fried chicken. But anyway, Roker, I ate the whole 5 chicken thighs. I ate all 5 of them.
And isn't it? And it's a better deal. It's a lot of meat. It's all moist. You can. It's really hard to overcook chicken thighs. It's not
dry. It's not dry.
I always ask for all thighs. Some people just don't like dark meat. Insert joke there, but I always get all thighs.
Agreed.
Whenever I can get all thighs, I get all.
And if you get it for free and not pay extra, then it's beautiful. Because no one wants the wings or the legs. That's such a waste of money.
Well, I can't eat.
I disagree.
I used to love
like a good leg.
Breasts when I was younger. I'd go to Harold's and get, but I can't. They're too dry for me now.
I don't mind the legs because you could slam those pretty quick, and you can actually slam that in the car if need be. The thighs,
the base, you want more meat. If you're paying, why wouldn't you want these delicious thighs?
Because the legs, you can just pretty much pop in your mouth like Fred Flintstone style and just
They're good. They're good at a party. Like we always serve barbecue chicken legs at our party. If you ever came, Abe, you'd know. Because they're just kind of grab and go type of thing.
Been to plenty of Roker parties.
2004.
Before we were rudely interrupted by Charlie, that's what I was saying. I said, "What a time you picked to move to Joliet."
No,
exactly. Awful time. You're now working 7 minutes from your old house.
I know, but I also probably wouldn't have had the house any longer because of the taxes had I stayed.
Oh, that's true. That's right. You got you did get your new house back when the rates were good. So
the timing was literally perfect. So
yeah, it's perfect for us.
Yeah, so I'm very happy about that, and nice people here, good people here.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That was I could the sincerity in your voice just warms my heart.
Not a single bit of sarcasm oozing out of that one.
Meanwhile, Kathy's with the Stanley Cup right now. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Where is she?
She's at AEW in Boston because Linda, our friend Linda.
Yes.
She works for AEW.
Yes, I know. She's the
MJF.
I have no idea who that is, but
he's like the biggest wrestler
in AEW or
Bobby Lashley and MVP. I know you know them.
Bobby Lashley, I know. Wasn't he engaged to somebody? Wasn't he?
This is awesome.
Big weekend for you, huh? WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
I'll be watching WrestleMania, of course.
I could not care less. I'll be watching the food that built America.
You're not going to watch Broker. It's on Peacock now. You might as well watch it.
Well, I'm paying for Peacock, so you're right. I might as well watch it.
Isn't WrestleMania like 3 days now?
It's
2
like,
days.
it's like, and then is the thing now? Did they just bring back somebody from the good old days? And
John Cena's turned heel.
That's what I'm saying. They bring last year it was The Rock, bring him back and fight him.
They're both back.
This year it's Cena, and like next year it'll be like the Road Dogg and Jesse James or something.
Well, pal, you just spoiled
Teddy Atlas will be like
Teddy Atlas.
The only question, Teddy Atlas.
Is there a Tito Santana? Is Tito Santana coming back?
He's almost dead. Not quite. All right, fellas. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up on that, right?
Might as well. I don't think it's gonna get much better. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week. Yes, we will be back next week, right?
Yes, sir.
And Abe will have a full WrestleMania report. He'll tell us what he ate.
Oh, yeah. Well, one night I'm going to a bar. I'll be in Chicago. It's Easter weekend. I'll be there.
Oh,
ooh.
Sorry you had to spill those beans.
If you guys want to.
I know you didn't want to tell us you were going to be in town.
No, if you want to come meet up,
Yeah, that's okay.
Because WrestleMania is 2 nights.
When and where, Abe?
I will get you that info.
Okay.
Who knows? I might show up.
You should.
I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you.
Happy Easter to all of you. Wait a minute, WrestleMania is on Easter Sunday?
Saturday and Easter Sunday. It's 2 nights, yeah.
Okay. Well,
it's crazy if they would do it on Easter Sunday.
Sacrilegious, but it's on Saturday too.
Plenty of Easter eggs in that WrestleMania you got there, huh?
I hope the gobbledygooker doesn't come out. Remember that?
Yes.
All right, gentlemen.